Plaintiff Vanisha Turner met the defendant at work, and she says despite the fact that the defendant is on Section 8 and collects financial aid, she drives a BMW. Vanisha says the defendant agreed to go to New York with her for her 25th birthday, but she's suing her today for trip expenses and emotional distress. Defendant Brittany Walker says the only reason Vanisha wanted to go to New York was because she planned on meeting up with a man while her husband stayed home. Brittany's countersuing for a trip reimbursement and harassment.
Start with you.
I met the defendant in 2006. We worked at a distribution center together. She was crazy, but I was a little crazy too back then, so we hit it off and immediately became friends. After knowing her for a while, I realized that she had multiple personalities. She changed into whatever dude she was with, she changed and had that persona. She was with an ex-boyfriend, they broke up. He left her and started dating a white girl. And then she wanted to start wearing blonde wigs. Then she wanted to get her boobs done. She wanted to get liposuction. I think the blonde hair, I mean, I don't know.
Are you kidding me? Many black women wear blonde hair and many black women get their breasts done.
But,
go ahead.
Okay. I feel like she just tried to dress and look like a star. Like she just didn't have any identity. She does not work. She goes to school. She collects financial aid, but she drives a BMW, but it looks like a Honda. She gets food stamps. She's on Section 8, but you drive a BMW. I don't get it. I mean, I feel like we were more associates than anything after I realized like what type of person she really was. Just 3 days before we left for the trip, she had bought some colored contacts from a corner store and she put them in wrong. So I had to call 911 for her just so they could rinse her eyes out.
Why is she so jealous of you?
I have no idea. That's exactly what it sounds like too.
Give me some background.
I have no clue. Like she said, we've been knowing each other since 2006. We were going to New York. She's not to be trusted. We were going there basically to meet up with another guy. So she was just talking about how you know, she just cheated on her husband. She got to get home and tell him. Basically how her life was just a little chaotic right now, how she needed a vacation. Yeah, I do know that for a fact. Not even
Judge, that's not true. It was my 25th birthday. I had this trip planned long before this. It wasn't just no getaway vacation. I was turning 25.
Let her finish talking. You said all this stuff about her and she didn't say nothing. Time she busted you about cheating on your husband.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like that just shows you her trust level and issues that she had.
Not to be trusted.
Not to be trusted. The BMW thing, I've had 3 of those.
All right.
So as far as me going to school, yes, I attend Ohio State University.
Really?
I also work.
Excellent.
Yes, I'm a home health aide.
You in school?
Yes, I am.
Where?
I go to Columbus State and I pay for my own classes. I don't use financial aid.
After she filed bankruptcy. And then now she's paying for her classes because they kicked her out because she had to get her appeal to get her financial aid back because the first 2 quarters she went, she failed a class.
And why did Columbus State kick you out? Because you had too many credits and then you didn't even get it. You don't have a degree though.
I needed to be in a university though, and I just figured out what I wanted to do. Like I said, my major is criminal justice. This BMW thing, it must have inspired her to get one because she was talking about buying one before we went down there. She made it seem like that I was just jealous because she was getting one, and I said, really, with what you have on your plate, you pay for school, you do all that. If you pay for everything, buying a BMW may not be your best option.
You've talked about each other enough. Can we get to the lawsuit? How does she owe you for rental car damages, stolen items, and emotional distress?
Okay, well, like I said, I planned a trip to go to New York for my 25th birthday. Originally, my best friend Pam was gonna come with me and 2 other people. For financial reasons, they weren't able to attend. Brittany wound up liking one of my pictures on Facebook or commenting on one of my pictures on Facebook. And after I talked to her on the phone, I told her that I was going on a trip and she said she wanted to come along. I said, yes, that's fine. Because we were friends at the time.
Okay.
I already had paid for the hotel. I had already booked the reservation for the rental car, and I had already paid basically for everything. So all I asked her for was $100 on the room and half on the gas.
She agreed to that?
Yes, she did. And I have a text message here showing that.
Let's see it, please. Door.
And then also for the stuff for the rental car. So we got into a couple arguments before we left, but I told myself, like, I already told her that she could come with me. I'm not going back out on her now. She asked her 43-year-old boyfriend come with us. She said he would pay for everything. When we got there, they would just get their own room. I told her, yeah, that was fine.
And pay for hers as well, and take her on helicopter rides and around New York
for
City.
Everything, so I don't need your boyfriend
Stuff
to
her
pay
own
for
husband
anything.
Yeah,
wouldn't do.
thank you. And she didn't want to bring him because she was meeting another guy. That was her whole purpose of her husband not coming, because we were meeting up. I was having a guy, and she
That
was
is
like,
not
"Oh, we
true.
can meet up with
And the
another
guy
guy."
she cheating with is broke too.
It's broke.
Husband broke. The guy she cheating with broke.
It's broke. He serves.
Your
Mike.
man got plenty of money.
plenty of it.
Yeah, that's why he never came, because he didn't sell enough.
He
pills
didn't
to
come.
go.
That's even more. He said, go on, baby. You can just go. Spend much as you want.
He didn't
Gave her a
come.
pile of money.
He didn't
Baby,
come.
you enjoy yourself.
He didn't-
Take your girlfriends, whatever you want to do. Helicopter rides from one part of Manhattan to the other.
He didn't come because we didn't leave till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We were supposed to leave at
He
5.
comes, he was with his other woman. No, go ahead.
That's exactly why he didn't come. That's exactly
Go
why he
ahead,
didn't.
ma'am. Let's get to the car
Anyway,
charges.
a few days before we left, she called me, told me that he wasn't coming. I told my husband I would let her go because I already told her that she could go. When we got to the gas station, before we were even, on the road, I filled up the gas tank. She went in the gas station to get something to eat. I came in the gas station. She was like, "Did you leave my purse in the car? I had $800 in my purse. Can you go get my purse out the car?" So I said, "Yeah, I'll go get it for her." So I pulled out a wad of money. It was about this thick. It had 20s on top. I didn't go through it. It's not my money. I gave it to her. She gave me the $100 for the room, and then we got on the road. When we were on the road, she started telling me about her financial troubles.
She just showed you a bankroll.
I'm lost.
She just showed you a big bankroll.
Exactly.
Right.
So she started telling me about her financial troubles, how she owed another $250 on her BMW on top of her car payment, that they were going to try to repossess her car. We actually made a stop before we got all the way to New York, and I asked her for her part of the gas money since I had filled up already in Columbus. Then she told
Enterprise filled the car up, Your Honor. That's
Go ahead,
when you get a
ma'am.
rental. That's what they do. We never stop to fill it up.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so she told me she only had $20 left on her child support card, and that I could use that to put it in the gas tank.
And she didn't want to bring him because she was meeting another guy. That was her whole purpose of her husband not coming, because we were meeting up. I was having a guy, and she
That
was
is
like,
not
"Oh, we
And
can
the,
meet up with
and the
another
guy
guy."
she cheating with is broke too.
It's broke.
Husband broke. The guy she cheating with broke.
Plaintiff Vanisha Turner is suing her former friend, who claims Vanisha wanted to go to New York to meet up with a man and cheat on her husband.
Rental car charges. How does she owe you for rental car charge?
Okay. On September 2nd, we were already in New York for a day. We were trying to find somewhere to park in Chinatown. It was very crowded. I decided that we should just park in the garage instead. When we got to the garage, it was like $50-something to park in there. She started talking about how she didn't have the money to park in the garage.
Definitely not.
How she didn't want to catch the subways and trains that cost too much. And it started an argument because I asked her, like, if you didn't have the money to come, why did you come?
And so therefore, how does she owe you for rental charges?
I walked out the garage. I get handed my keys to the attendant, called my mom because I was a little upset. When I came back, she had stole the rental car and left.
Okay. And they charge your card, obviously.
Exactly.
They
All
were gonna
right.
do
You
that.
have those charges.
I do. Here's a rental car statement, and then that's where they charge my card.
And stolen items.
Yes, I have receipts
What
for
is
those.
that? What happened?
I have a Bluetooth speaker I had in the car, as well as a
You
car
weren't able
charger.
to get it back?
No, I called her and asked her for it back. She told me
Okay.
that was for the $100.
And I guess
for
the
room.
emotional stress is for all the things that went wrong.
Exactly.
All right. And how much did you want for that?
$400.
$400. Ma'am, let me hear from you about the rental car and the stolen items.
The rental car situation, she got a discount on the rental, first and foremost.
We'll just go
She
with
got
what they say.
got the rental car a day late. We were supposed to get it the day before. So it changed the price of the rental car. She did ask me to give her the money for the room, the rental, and go half on gas. I gave her $100 for the room, the rental. The room was probably maybe $250. The rental was about $98. But that's all she asked me for, because she asked me about a week and a half
Take off with the
before-
car.
Oh, yes, because she
right,
told
let's
me I
talk
was on
about
the
that.
contract.
Pardon?
On the way down there, she told me that I was on the contract of the car because I was driving the vehicle as well.
Yep. Did you take off without her knowledge or
No, I told her I was
against
leaving.
her will?
No,
okay.
when we were in
And
Chinatown.
did you return the car to her?
I returned it to Enterprise.
Okay. Did you
the
let her
night I
know?
got there.
Did you let her know you wouldn't be picking her up in the car,
Yeah, she knew.
returning it to her, or anything?
She knew about after she got done shopping and posting on Facebook how she wasn't going to let nothing
How long
bother
did you keep the
have her.
car?
I didn't keep it, but the time to go there from
How long was that?
4 p.m. to midnight, and it was dropped at Enterprise.
And she agreed with you dropping it there?
She blocked
Was that
my
the original plan?
Blocked my numbers.
Was that the original plan?
We never had an original plan
About
because
how
she was.
long to keep it? No,
No,
you
we
didn't
had
tell her?
we had how long to keep it.
That's
She
what I'm
wasn't
asking.
for sure. She wanted
Ma'am,
to fly
when
back.
were you to return it originally?
Wednesday.
The contract.
I think it was like Wednesday.
And when did you return it?
On Sunday.
Okay, before Wednesday or
before
after that Wednesday?
Before when I turned it in the Sunday that I came back.
Before?
Yeah.
Before the Wednesday.
Before the Wednesday.
You turned it in early.
Yes.
And that wasn't the agreement, was it?
I
All
actually
this
never.
trying to talk to me like
Ne-
that.
The
Yeah,
agreement
don't talk
was.
to me like
the
that.
agreement
no,
was.
don't lean forward and talk to me.
Okay.
Sit up straight.
The agreement.
Lower your voice.
The agreement was to either catch a plane because she was complaining
you're
about
in
how
contempt of court.
she
I don't
was-
like the way you're talking to me, your attitude. I've warned you about it. You're still talking in short phrases to me. Have a good day. Your case dismissed. Yours is granted. Contempt.
Thank you, Judge.
Keep cheating on your husband.
Stop it.
Keep
You don't
cheating on
have
your
a
husband.
husband.
I don't want to get
You don't
married
have
when
a boyfriend.
when you're still
You have
playing
a
those
sugar
games,
daddy.
honey.
You have a
Thank
sugar
you. And
daddy.
he's taking care
They
of
had to dress you
everything.
up. You didn't even
Who?
wear that.